to be honest, this loud, obnoxious woman could never sit at the dinner table with my mama.
Tell me all that, who that? Whoa.
Why these hoes calling your phone?
Whatever,
Why they won't leave you alone?
Whatever,
Talking about she just your friend.
Whatever,
Why you won't pick up the phone?
Whatever,
What type of shit you be on?
Whatever,
You keep on doing me wrong.
Whatever,
What if I did that shit back?
Whatever,
Fuck around and pop up to the club, Gucci gang with my girl.
What's good? It's Mr. Young, active and attractive. I am the Toledo Rocket, the hottest to pop it. Mr. Smooth Operator, Mr. Captivator, Mr. Parr. Ask my mama if I'm a star. Hey! And you know I got Mom Dukes with me. It's the dinner table with Dre. But today is special because I have a very special guest friend of mine in the music industry. She's amazing. 4-time Grammy nominated multi-platinum writer, composer, work with J-Lo, Rihanna, Music Soul Child. Listen, man, Beyonce be trying to dress like her, steal her swag. Taylor Swift can't get a hold of this girl, okay? I call her with a 30 second notice. She said, I'll pull up. I'm available. The same day. One and only Ursula. How you doing?
Well, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And shocking. Dre.
What's up, love?
What's up, Dre?
You in the building.
I'm in the building.
Ursula.
What's up?
You got a lot going on. I seen you was on TV recently, VH1 Unfaithful?
Yes, I think they're on MTV now, so
MTV.
absolutely.
Okay.
No, I think it was VH1 and MTV now.
Okay. Yeah, Viacom, I think, on both of them.
A little something.
Yeah, I did VH1. My first show I did was on VH1 Tour Academy.
Dope.
Yeah, so I did my VH1.
I seen you. I seen you on that big screen.
Acted up, doing my thing. But you know, I know you as a great artist, great music. Feature with you on a remix to whatever nigga, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
You work with so many different people, but tell the world who you are. Who are you to the world?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, you pretty much wrapped it up. I mean, I don't know, you went a little overboard with the Beyonce dressing thing. Well, I'm not.
Man, you got sauce.
You know, I do got a little
It's
bit.
the dinner table. You got a lot of
drink,
taste. I see your sauce.
But I'm a 4-time Grammy nominated singer-songwriter. I did a little bit of reality TV. I also did working on a couple movies right now.
Let's not skip over that. 4-time nominated. Like who do any records we know? Any artists we know?
Yes. So I got 2 Grammy nominations for Rihanna for the Loud album.
Riri.
Hey,
That's
shout out to
awesome.
Riri,
Hey.
bad gal, real bad gal.
Hey, body gal, I like the body gal, Riri. Yeah.
Also, Tamar Braxton for the Love and War album,
Okay.
and then Music Soul Child. I did a record for him called I Do. It was one of his singles. He was nominated.
I think Boonie Cup music here. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You got my barber. I think that because music Soul Child here, so that's
Dope.
dope. But like, what's that like? These people you just named. I mean, this is who sets the temperature in the music industry for the consumer. These is who people love and look up to. So, like, how's that experience working with them, being around them, and take none away from yourself? Because I feel the same way about you. But, you know, I know egos collide, you know, and people may act different. You know, you have always been the same person around me. That's why I appreciate you.
Thank you.
That's why I bring you on the
appreciate
show. But how has your experience been with some of these singers?
Well, I mean, I've always had a great time. I'm a Cancer, so you know we intuitive.
Okay.
We're like
Nice.
we're like the mother of the zodiac. So
June?
July.
Ooh,
Don't try us.
My bad. No, my son is a Cancer. He's June
Passionate.
22nd.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're
Right.
very passionate and we're very creative people, and you know we like to tap in, a little empathetic, so we tap into the different emotions and stuff. So it's all about creating a vibe and then
Right.
understanding that we're all different.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I like for everybody to feel comfortable and to stick to the main objective, which is to make a great record.
That's why we here.
Egos aside.
Nothing else matters.
And that's it.
Now, like, do people request references from you, or forget what they request. How do you like to make your hit? Do you like to, vibe sometime by yourself, and you kind of have a idea of the artist that you're working with? So you like, yo, I know I worked with Riri before. I know how to scat this. I can send this to her, and she gonna kill it. Or do you like to be hands-on and kind of like, no, this is how I wrote it, like do it. Of course they gonna freak it, but are you more of a like, in the studio with them, or you like to be by yourself?
I do both. So a lot of times, like before, not all the times, most of the time I'll do the writing and the demoing before I even pitch it to the artist. But
Got you.
sometimes when we do collaborations, like the collaborations I did with Music Soul Child, we're in the studio together and we're creating, we're sitting there,
Oh, that's lit.
and J-Lo and a bunch of other people, we're like in the studio and we're like, okay, how do you feel?
That's
Okay,
crazy.
or I might have an idea or be like, what do you think about this? And then we just vibe
And
out.
bounce off each other. That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. So, what exactly do you do outside of music? I know you've been on a couple shows,
Yeah.
but like, what do you like to do in your personal day to day? Like, what makes you happy? I know music obviously makes you go and motivates you, but what else motivates Ursula? What makes you get out the bed every day?
My daughter.
I know that's right.
I love my daughter, and then I love people. You know me, Dre, so you know
Yeah.
I'm a people lover, so I'm like team underdog, and I'm like, oh, somebody say you can't make it, we gonna show them,
Right, we gonna prove
or
it.
oh, they not trying to drop your album, oh, we gonna give them something
Right.
to make them want to drop
I
it.
know
So that's
that's
just
right.
I get motivation just from just seeing other people achieve their goals and stuff like that.
I like that. You know, that's dope about you. It's not only do you have this competitive mentality, but you like to win, but you like to see the people around you win.
I want to see everybody
It's
around
not
me
a lot of people.
How do
like
you
that.
coordinate that?
I just like, because I believe so much in myself that I feel like when I'm working with somebody, if I'm working with you, I have to believe in you to
Okay.
do this, you
Yeah.
know. So when I'm working with these different artists, I'm like, okay, if I believe, you gotta believe. If you don't believe, then what are we doing here?
Right.
Ah,
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
yeah.
Right, if it's show and tell, or if you like what I call a microwave artist, like just here for a quick limit at a time. I like to work with real people that's passionate as I am,
Right.
and that really have a craft for it, because like I breathe music, you know
Right.
what I mean, and I do it not only
Yeah.
for to obviously make great music, but it's like therapy for me.
Yeah.
You
It
know, I
is.
record at home a lot. I record most of my music in my living room, you know, so that's a way of me of just releasing to myself sometimes. But I also like to have little cook-ups, and I'm not an engineer, but I look at myself now more than just an artist and songwriter, like I'm a producer as well,
Right.
because I know how to take the right people, put them on the right music, you know, write some hooks, and you know, like the Puff Daddy, DJ Khaled
Right,
type.
production.
Production.
You're producing a record. That's what producers do.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's next? What do you have going on? You know, you're gonna write forever. I'm sure they're gonna
Yeah,
be in your
listen,
line
I'm-
for music forever.
I
but-
just left the studio before I came here, so studio here, working on some TV stuff, like working on a couple of TV shows and a movie as well. TV show,
That's
something.
hard. We need to do a movie together.
Oh, we should.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
That'd be lit.
I just released one of the independent movies I was working on Tubi. You know, my little thing, our little
Okay.
Atlanta
Alright.
hood flick, The
Listen.
Trap House is hard. But I've been in a lot of movies, so now everybody.
I seen you on TV.
Come on, man.
Every once in a while, I be like, look at Dre.
Right, you
Now
know.
my daughter be like, who mommy? I be like, that's Dre.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
that's
Right.
cute.
So-
How
She
old
likes
is your
to.
daughter?
She likes to watch 13. She likes to watch the baddies and stuff. So
Oh,
she done
okay.
see.
Wow, she
She
there
done-
already. She's a
done-
teenager.
She done seen you.
Oh, she done, yeah, the
Yeah,
baddie's
she
the
done.
bad girl. I know a bad girl too.
All right.
I know a couple of baddies, yeah. You know, reality television was dope. It launched a lot of things for me. It got me into film, and it made me take acting seriously. That's
Right.
why I moved to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was doing music, but I also wanted to keep getting on camera, keep doing commercials, keep doing something that'll keep me in front of the people. Like you, I like people. I don't mind talking to people,
Right.
interacting. I can be an introvert. You know, like I said, I record at home. That's my sanctuary. I like my peace of mind, but I also like to get outside. a little
Right.
bit, you feel me?
Get outside.
So this is interesting. I seen you did another podcast recently. I can't remember the lady's name, but y'all was talking about
Shay McCray with Fubu Radio.
Okay, Shay
The Shay
McCray.
McCray show, yeah.
I watched your show, Shay McCray.
Is it that one? I mean, there's a couple ones.
Well, you was talking about
Which one was
you
that
was
one?
tired of feeling like you had to be the man.
There
in
we
the
go.
relationship.
That was a Shay
That was Shay
McCray show,
McCray?
yeah.
So let's talk about that.
What?
Now, what I seen in that was interesting. Y'all was saying like, take the garbage out,
Right.
wash the car.
Right.
That it's like me. I'm not on the value menu. I'm like a whole combo. So
Okay,
you know, you
okay.
get the fries, the
Right,
drink,
right,
everything with
right.
the burger. It's not a la carte.
And a side.
So when you said that, it threw me off. Like
What did she say exactly?
she was just tired of feeling like she had to play both roles in her
I should
relationship.
ask
No,
her.
I
What
said
did
in
you say?
today's society because
Okay.
when you
Clarify for
so
me,
so
baby.
what I'm not saying like all men are like that, and I'm not even complaining about like doing stuff because I feel like this is how I feel honestly. I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, if they may not have something, you guys have to have balance. You know,
Right.
it's not always about money all the time. But what I was
Absolutely.
saying is, men expect for women, and this is where people got it wrong when I was talking.
Let me sip my tea, because here it comes.
Here come the tea.
Hold
The
on.
tea is
Hold
this.
the tea.
In relationships, men want full total control and submission. A lot of men, not all, some, not even a lot, some men, there we go. Some men want women to submit to them with no reciprocation of anything. So they feel like just because they're a man, a woman should automatically submit to them.
When you say submit, what do you mean by submit?
Give themselves to them.
Hold on, I want to hear a point. I want to hear you too, Mom. I'm
I
sorry.
have a question too
So
for
submit,
you.
because I want to know
submit
what
is
her
this.
definition
Yeah.
My
of submit is.
definition of submitting is to be like, to do like to cater to that man. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna cook your food, I'm gonna wash your clothes, you can come over whenever you want. I'm gonna listen to you because you're the leader, because a man is supposed to be the leader. You know, so I'm gonna let you guide. I'm gonna let you
sip my
lead.
tea again.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guide. I'm gonna let you lead. I'm gonna let you do. But so men want that, but without reciprocation of anything in return. So they feel, some men, not all men, feel like it is
That's what you're supposed to do.
so automatically be given without giving
Yeah.
anything in
Back.
return.
Now,
And
things
that's what I
good
was talking
are
about.
things like
So my thing
because I
was,
go through the same thing
Yeah.
with women, and I feel like women get comfortable around me, right? And
Right.
they want all of my resources and
And
everything
perks.
and everything off. Very entitled to my life.
there we go, and
that-
that's what I'm saying.
But it's like me trying to be a good gentleman and court, not even so much court, but just like with chivalry, just proper chivalry to a lady, right? They get it a little misconstrued, and I feel like they wear the welcome out. They wear the welcome mat out a lot. They
Like
don't want
you
to go
have- like
home.
you-
Well,
like you
they don't
have-
want to go home.
But
They
why
wanna
would you want to
stay
go home?
night.
Excuse me, but why would you want to go home?
Because you should have the same.
I'm not going home now. If I'm getting
Like,
treated,
did we
if-
talk
like,
about that
excuse
earlier?
You got to have the same.
No, but what I'm saying,
amenities at your facility. You know what I'm
But what I'm saying is, I gotta watch what I'm saying, because the same way I responded right there was the same way I responded to everybody to get out of contact.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, if you're treating a woman, or if a woman is treating a man in a certain manner where they're not used to it, and you're making them feel loved, and you're making them feel wanted
Absolutely.
and appreciated in a world that makes you feel
Corrupt.
unwanted,
Somebody with a fit.
Right. Yeah.
unloved,
That's ugly.
unbeautiful,
When
I'm playing
everything
fair.
else, then guess what happens? You're gonna want to be around that. So that's not a bad thing. That's a good
But that
thing.
Well-
makes you lazy.
Well, no,
Doesn't it?
what was your question? Well, I want to reciprocate the same thing. I want to be able to go to your house and have what you say, my little creature comfort.
Creature
over there.
comforts,
Then I
right.
want to be able to feel the same
And that's my point.
comfortability
That's what I'm saying.
and sanctuary at your place, and not just only mine. Because then it's like, yeah, also comes in relationship is balance. So
Right.
with balance is like, I like to have my own peace of mind too. Just because I want to be by myself tonight, don't mean
Right.
I got another girl coming over.
True.
But I like what you said, the piece that I caught, how, you don't want to take out the garbage, wash your car. I feel you, because everything you
have to.
said is stuff that I like
That
to
a
do.
man's
See what I'm
supposed to do.
saying?
Everything, every single one.
Yeah.
And you didn't say,
Or
I
should
shouldn't
do.
have to cook for him. I shouldn't have to do laundry. Like, you was talking about just keeping
Simple,
the gas
basic,
tank full,
like
keeping the
anything.
car clean,
Some
keeping
men
the
weren't
trash
taught
out.
to do that though. Did you think about that?
I know that,
They
and,
didn't have
that's
the-
my point.
You had home training. You learned
I
how
did.
to do
My
that.
mom dudes had me doing chores at a young age.
Yeah, a lot of
On my
men don't know how to.
back.
That's true, because I got a lot of backlash for that,
Mm.
for what I said. And when she was about my
I
homegirl,
like what you said.
my homegirl was like, and I don't want to do this, and I was like,
She
all I
went a little
said,
far.
all I said
Okay.
was,
She did
Yeah.
it as an outlet to kind of run on what she was saying, but I like what Ursula was implying,
Right.
because I know Ursula, and Ursula got a nice whip, nice everything. She come with things. She come with perks, so it's like you're not.
She's the table.
Hello, you're not a chair at the
have a
table.
seat, sir.
You dig and pick which one is it multiple. But at the end of the day, until I see another table,
Right.
Right.
you dig, I'm gonna pull a chair up for you.
At
Right.
least put something on the table.
If it's and that was my point.
Yeah.
Bring
Great point.
speaking of dinner at the table, bring something to the table. And when I say bring something to the table, it's already cake here. It's already wine
Okay.
here. It's already plates
It's already
and
set
everything.
up
So
for
what
you.
else should you bring? How
Yeah.
about some integrity?
Oh.
How about
Ooh.
some
Companionship.
companionship? How about a little bit of respect?
Honesty.
Or honesty.
Respect is
Bring
good.
it to the table, baby.
Right.
I like
I
purity.
like that.
I preach purity instead of love. Like, a girls can't wait to tell me they love me, and I be like, don't love me, be pure to me. And the reason why I say pure is
Be
because
honest with
pure
you.
brings grace, meaning
Yeah.
it brings peace. It brings, now I know who you are. Pure don't mean perfect. When I say pure, I don't
There we
mean
go.
you have to do everything perfect. but you're giving me your purest form of you. And now I have
And
an
not the
option
representative.
of how to handle this, and I know what comes with you. And you feel me? I can prepare myself for that.
Right.
So I completely
What are
agree.
your intentions? So are your intentions to be a good person, or is your intentions to come in here and run it up?
Right.
Because we already feel the run it up vibes, man. We done been in this industry for a
Too many
long
times.
time.
Mm.
We done seen you coming.
Right.
About a million of you.
Every day.
Point
Come
to the
and
camera,
go,
we gotta
come
find
and
You
out.
know,
go.
like buses. I'm
Right.
trying to tell you.
Absolutely.
So that kind of brings me into businesses, because me and Mom like to talk about all type of business, minorities, that people starting their businesses and kind of rushing to open up a business before they're self-prepared, you know? And kind of like you said with relationships, well, another thing we see a lot of things come and go is businesses.
Right.
Whether they're clothing lines, whether they're lash lines, whether they're artists, whether
Salons, restaurants.
yeah,
Right.
so, you know, my question for you is, as an entrepreneur wanting to move like a big corporation or like a big label or a big writing company, you know, do you feel that you're prepared to do that?
Do business.
And do you feel like the people that you've worked with that may be pretending to be that weren't as prepared as they pretended to be? Do you experience that a lot?
Well, but I feel like in this music industry, we are all our own business, you know. Even if we're signed to whatever, like I'm with Sony ATV, and you know, different people are signed
You
with.
still with Sony? That's lit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So at the end of the day, we're still our individual business. We still have to take care of our own stuff.
Right.
We still have to be educated on a lot of different things, finances,
Educate yourself,
yes,
though. A lot of people are not
publishing.
doing that.
and it.
What about the personal persona on how they present themselves in business?
What do you
Even though if it's hip hop, do I have to act hip hop, or do I need soft skills? Do I know how to talk to people in a business manner to get that contract? I
Man,
mean,
great
do you-
question. I
yeah.
feel like, and I hate to say this, well, you go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You go.
Well, I feel like the dumber you are off the mic, the more chances you getting a record deal. Like, and I'm not, I ain't even gonna say any names, but it's a new artist going so crazy right now, so viral. The music, I mean, everybody's reposting the promotion he's getting naturally and organic. You just a record label can't even do, and I love it. So I watched one interview, and I couldn't sit through 2 minutes of, hey, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? We in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Shit going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Shit going, you know what I'm saying? We got, yeah. What's good? What's up next? All right, you know what I'm saying? Just working. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this man don't have no, because when you ask me a question, I'm gonna break down and paint a picture for you. I got a blueprint, we got a team, we working on production, structure, infrastructure, bam, bam, bam. And he got there, you know what I'm saying? Then he got 2-3 of the homies behind him. They having a whole separate conversation on camera, smoking, and it just looks crazy. So when you say you gotta look hip hop and you gotta, I feel like they do feel like that. You dig? And that's why I'm where
And
I
that's
am.
okay
'Cause I know
if they
too
got
much.
the business side down pat, but is that them?
Well, they got the music
24
down, but
So
So
they
the
they
thing
have the
about it
business,
is,
yeah.
but the thing about it is, they do have the business down.
Do
pat.
they?
Yes, they do. And a lot of times,
the people behind the scenes or the artists themselves.
sometimes it's the artists themselves, and sometimes it's the people behind the scenes. But you have to have your business together in order to have to be able to.
Or somebody is just controlling your business and taking all your
It's
money
that
and
too.
giving you the bullshit and kind of making you feel like him.
What is your
And-
experience?
You
Mine,
know,
I've seen it on both sides. So a lot of times people misjudge because they feel like a person speaks a certain type of way.
That's true.
That they're uneducated.
That's
some
just like
some
when
of these
people dress,
guys
yeah.
are have their bachelor degrees and different things, but you would never know because of the way they talk.
right.
Hence, somebody like
Well,
Plies, who
also-
is
well,
well
Plies is a good
educated. It's
But
a lot
artist
of
development is not happening no more.
no.
Because, you know, the A&Rs that come and they critique you for interviews, they get you ready for speech. Like, these guys I'm talking about, they ain't
They don't
ain't
get you
made it
ready
through
for-
high school.
they
I
don't
know
get
they
you
ain't
ready
got
for
no
speech.
degree.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, as far as what to say and what not to say on camera, that used to kind of be a, you know, in
We're
development.
in different times right now.
Oh, completely.
And the times that we're in right now is connectability. So
That's true. We
so
talked
people
about that.
people
Connect to that.
are more attracted to, like, can I organically make a connection to you? Oh, you have a lot of
Absolutely.
pain. So there's a lot of people who are going through a lot of, especially during this pandemic. It's a lot of pain, a lot of lives lost, a lot of depression. So people
Absolutely.
automatically feel connected to that type of energy because it's a universal energy that's out there.
Right.
So they don't care if you can't speak a little bit because
Well,
they don't care about how people may judge them. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, for sure. If they can relate to somebody else that relates to them, and they want to see a version of themselves in you.
Boom.
And it's like they don't really care about how we just said this too, man. Your video could be 4K with all the dancers, man. It could have the best music on it, but if it's something not relating to the consumer,
You talk about like Sexy Red. That is just so not relatable.
it is to
And
an
she
art. It's
is
a
so-
target market
I mean,
for that.
it is,
It's
but
so
that
many
to
city
me put
girls.
women down. You know, in my day, I'm old school. I'm an OG.
Okay.
I would never want to represent women, and that's just me.
But
in my
every
era.
generation had it.
I
Y'all
know.
had Luke.
Right.
But
Y'all
it just
had,
how do you
Sir
navigate
Mix-a-Lot.
through that with your
Yeah,
child?
listen,
with a
it's a-
13.
it's
My
a
thing
genre,
is, it's
but
a genre, and every generation has it. I mean, back then they had
But not
join the button,
Kanye's wife
and they were
walking
shaking
around.
their
That
booty,
shit was hard.
and they were shaking their booty.
Yeah,
They
well,
had
we wasn't showing
Luke.
our vagina.
They would. Luke was
was.
showing the JJ.
Who?
Sir
Luke?
Mix-a-Lot. I like
But it
Big
wasn't
Bucks,
he
I
and
can't
them-
lie.
I guess it's social
The-
media. We
the
see
boy
it
had a
more.
whole
Right.
plaster booty
Easy
on
and
the
he
video.
was- and them
You hear me?
boys,
They was
right.
dancing
I ain't
on
trying
On
to
the
sit down
booty,
there
on the
in the
booty.
middle of the booty, they was
dancing on the
Man,
yin
looking
yang
like
in between the ping
We
pong.
didn't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we
So
didn't.
She said,
No, we didn't.
She gonna
no,
deny
but
it.
so you know, like
That was a whole little category off to the side.
that's my point.
But
It
first
wasn't
of all,
That's selling.
mainstream.
First of all,
But it's selling.
we wasn't around when Freaknik was cracking off. So who brought that around?
Right,
I'm
who
just
brought-
saying.
The OGs,
Exactly.
Listen,
right.
listen.
and they want it back.
And they went back
Miss
to
Jackson
that.
did it too, huh? Yeah.
Billy Jackson, where she
Okay.
at? We gotta get her.
Right, but it happened. I mean, every generation had it, but like you said, everybody wasn't buying every genre of music. It's,
Right.
it's something for
That's
everybody.
true.
And in today's world, it's so much of that. That's why the industry is so saturated with artists. Like it's more artists than chairs. So it's a lot of people standing around. Ain't enough chairs for all these artists.
Let
to
me
sit at
tell
the
you
table.
about some of these artists though who don't want to do that
Do
to make certain type of music
Right.
or look
Yeah.
a certain type of way.
Yeah.
They come out with their music and they're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna let nobody change me because you know how this industry is.
Mhm.
They will make you warp zone into a whole nother
Mhm.
outer surface and
Absolutely.
inner surface.
Mhm.
So they'll be gung ho about that and they'll get no play. And the moment they do something like
Conscious,
yeah,
relatable.
Lil Nas X type.
like you know, get the booty done or do something like that.
Oh,
Then it's like
God.
you are bad, you are bad, you bad,
Oh my
and
God.
they're on front pages of
Yeah,
everything in
yeah.
blog sites. So it's like the attention that they get from is like they've been not everybody, but some of these artists I've learned from working with them. It's like, man, I tried to do it all this way, but nobody.
But that's the
was
machine
receptive
doing
to
that.
Absolutely.
It's not just
if the
no.
if the machine pushes it hard enough, people accept.
It's
like
not
shit.
just the machine. It's not
You
just the
don't think
machine
so?
because when they do blog sites and they post people up, this is what people are naturally gravitating to themselves. So
Yeah.
they're like, we're gonna
Program,
give
don't
you
you
more of
think?
what because like they're
Well,
gonna
you
give
get
you
kinda-
more of what you want.
Okay.
It goes both ways because you could create your own algorithm of your own bullshit. If you wanna decorate these bottles with whipped cream in different faces and you do that
And
shit
put a penis
32
on
times,
It's-
pause.
Okay.
Put
Ah!
put a naked chick on. Mine's gonna have a different item. I'm gonna have a little naked chick on mine, a bobblehead. But whatever you want, that's the thing. It's a
Yeah,
market for
that's
it,
true.
and they gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So it's like her point is if it was marketing dollars going into more positive frequency instead
Right.
of just BS, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? We could maybe
Balance it a
or
little bit.
cultivate to that
Yeah.
more. But at the end of the day, people don't want to see that.
That's
People
true.
want to see.
Well, I don't know. I just did this record with this young lady named Lil Sis,
Okay.
and she was talking about all of that in her record, and she's got a big, large fan base, and there's a lot of people who
I
Yeah,
just
she
heard
got
it.
that call following. She's
Yeah.
not a call, but her call. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like she has her,
But it's
and that's
catching
what's
on.
that's what's
Yeah.
dope about
Yeah.
now. Like you
Yeah.
can curate some content, you can make you can make whatever kind
Right.
of music you want.
Yeah.
Back to Sexy Red. And get on with that shit. And that's how she felt that day in the studio. It's a group of girls around the world that's feeling like that. And then what's crazy, like a girl that kind of really don't listen to that said to me, like, I can't Sexy Red every day, but you know, on Sundays in my house, I feel like I want to be Sexy Red. I want to bust my booty hole open.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
for
While I'm
after
cooking and
church.
cleaning and whatever. But it's just, it's a stage and a phase.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be
It's
here
fad.
forever.
And then when you
Yeah.
young, you in your early 20s,
Right.
man.
Yeah, that's
Who
true.
wasn't
all that
who
fun.
wasn't having a lit time when they were like early
Yeah,
20s? Like,
that's true.
let's have a good time in the club.
Working at the headlights.
That's
That's all
true.
the girls do. Pop
Right,
out the
that's
car,
true.
turn at the headlights, at the red
Yeah, we
light,
did
turn
that
it
back
on
in
the
the day.
headlight.
Jumped out.
We
the
know
back.
y'all did. We got
Where you
videos
think we
of
got
it.
it from? This is retro. We just bringing it all back.
Oh shoot!
So, what can we do to make a difference?
We could just be ourselves,
Mm.
uplift ourselves, believe
People
it.
like you and I can, because
Yeah.
we putting up that
Right.
frequency. Well, I don't want to tell everybody, but some people need to be somebody else. But
Let me.
but you go finish your
No,
story.
sometimes you gotta lead by example though,
For sure.
because there's so many people who have never met a person like you. Or
Right.
met a person like me who have good intentions, who actually want to see you succeed, who actually believes in you, who's gonna motivate you. There's not a lot of people have that experience of genuine love. Like you see how you and your mother are sitting at this table and y'all
Absolutely.
having a good time and y'all genuinely love each other.
For sure.
Unfortunately, out
I've
of all
been
the
knowing him a
billions,
long time now.
yeah, out of all the billions
We
of
go
people,
way
in the
Yeah, we
back.
go way back.
yeah, I bet. Out of
Yeah.
all the billions of people in this world, not that many people have that bond.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Not even in
that is-
family
Or that
though.
love.
Yeah,
But you know,
that's true.
Even in
that type of-
family though, you know,
Right.
that's important.
That
I think
is
you
true.
know we skip over like not only in friendships and work relationships, but family. It's family that don't
Yeah.
even talk to each other.
Yeah.
That's
you
what
know?
I'm saying.
So you know, it's some of my friends that we ain't talk, but you know, we'll see our differences, but we grow and we
Right.
evolve into different people, and we're still who we are, but we're growing.
Right.
And people may remember that version of us from then.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, and it's like, yo, that I still made that record, but
Right.
I'm making a new record now with me.
Right.
Right.
You feel me? And it's-
Reasons, seasons, and lifetime.
Hello.
Yes.
So that's what people are in your life for, and sometimes you outgrow people. You might be on a certain frequency when you meet them at that time,
Right.
but guess what? As you go along your path in your life,
Right.
and you start to vibrate higher, now you're at a different frequency. You can't meet these people. You can't.
No.
You're not. It just doesn't work. It doesn't flow together.
No, and
it
that's
doesn't mean you don't love
when you
them.
meet more people
Yeah.
on that level.
That's right. That doesn't mean you don't love them and you don't cherish the memories, but you have to keep going.
Building and
Keep going.
Keep going.
I think
And
that's
then be
very
a motivation
important. Keep
for
going,
others to keep
flowing.
going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That one.
Well, before we wrap it up, I got something a
Uh-oh.
little spicy. You know, it's the dinner
Yeah,
table.
I like
so
spicy.
the dinner table, we got a hot sauce question that's a little hot and
Oh,
fiery.
sure.
And we're gonna see what this
How
question
hot?
is. You gonna be depending on your answer.
Okay.
So this one says, okay,
Okay.
in the industry, my friend,
Mhm.
is there anybody that you have smashed that we may know?
Yes.
Talk about it. I want to know. I want to know.
I'm smashing my
Okay, let me ask you this, and let me narrow it down.
What did she say?
Cause I see
What?
somebody you ain't bring up,
Who?
and I see you in the studio with a lot.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy.
Which one? No.
Woo! She got a catalog.
I don't have a catalog. You're making me
What
nervous.
about Jeremiah?
Never smashed Jeremiah.
That's what's up. You and Jeremiah have a close relationship.
I love Jeremiah. That's like my broski. Like,
I see.
never smashed
And
that
I
man.
love that for
Yeah,
you.
thank
I
you.
always
That's
hear good
good.
things about Jeremiah. I like Jeremiah too.
See, you
Great
don't have to
artist.
smash to be a friend of the
No.
opposite
But look
sex.
though, she was gonna
That's-
spill the tea. and
I
not
would.
bring it up.
Uh-oh.
But you still
And
gotta
you
answer
made
the
it
question.
easier.
No, we gotta the question was, who in the industry have you got
No,
busy
that
with?
was not the question.
And I just threw a name out there, but that's okay. It's okay, man.
No, I've never. I'm gonna avoid that question, but
She said I'm a
The
pivot.
dinner table, y'all. You turn.
but I can say this: he was a nice gentleman,
Was it?
and we're still cool.
Really?
And no, it wasn't Pleasure P
Okay.
because everybody thinks it's him, and
Okay,
it wasn't.
Bricky.
It wasn't pretty.
Give us three and let us pick of the three it could have been.
No, I'm not. No,
One
you
more.
give me
Three
three.
except okay.
No,
You
ma'am.
get one, 'cause
Give
I
me
already
no.
guessed mine.
You
said-
give me three, and I'll say yay or nay.
Let me think. In Atlanta.
Oh, she said you get three more questions. Go ahead.
In Atlanta.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
yes.
think of love and hip hop people.
Oh,
Nah,
oh,
Or right.
spin the block.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to
Love and hip
remix
hop. Some
it.
people I love and hip
Who?
hop. I don't know, you know, I'm just naming people. Safari,
No,
Rich Dollars.
that's two. That's no, and no,
What about
Yeah, what-
Stevie J?
no. But see, to my defense, I've never smashed anybody on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
We said nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
I love it.
So what's next for you?
Well, she said she got 2 movies coming out.
What's the name of the movies again? Did you?
Okay, one of
Can
them
we say-
is
talk about
Justice Room. Well,
Okay.
I can't really go too deep in it because we're still filming. So
Okay.
I'm working on a movie called Justice Room. Then I'm also working on a movie called Zero, which is a superhero movie.
Oh,
that's
that's
Yeah,
cute.
it's really
That's
fun.
nice.
And then I'm also, teaming up to do different things with different reality shows right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that off the camera.
Absolutely,
I
let's
am like
talk.
the LeBron of reality.
I know you are,
For real. I got
Dre.
my 4 rings on my back, you know what I mean?
You feel me?
For sure.
These-
That's what's up. We're gonna wrap it up, y'all.
It was such a pleasure
Thank
meeting
you.
Oh.
It was so nice.
Last question before we wrap it up. And y'all subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, The Dinner Table. But I gotta know your favorite food.
Ooh, my favorite. I love Jamaican food.
Oh.
Jerk chicken, oxtail.
Oxtails, rice on
It look
peas.
like an oxtail.
Alright.
I am a rice on peas.
Wagwan. They
oxtail.
like the oxtail.
You know I'm Mexican and Jamaican, so I like Mexican
Oh,
food
shit.
and Jamaican
Oh, you're
equally.
spicy.
You spicy for real.
very
Mole caliente.
spicy.
She mole caliente, Frank.
Yeah.
You know? And tell the people how we can follow you and how we can keep up with Ursula, your social media, and where to look for you.
You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm mostly on Instagram though. At Ursverse. That's URSVERSE. I don't know where to look. Just
Right, hella everywhere. They everywhere. Bam, bam.
URSVERSE on Instagram and www.ursverse.com.
Earthverse.
If you
I
need a
like
hit,
that.
hit Earthverse.com,
Earthverse.
goddammit. Get you one. DJ Mom's in the house. That's the dinner table, y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you guys for having me.
For sure. Cut. Good.
Hi, hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome to the dinner table again. So glad you guys are here. And we're back to a minute with Mom, a minute with Dre P's mom. I just want to kind of talk a little bit about and touch base on reasons why people come to Atlanta. And I can say for myself, the reason why I migrated or moved to Atlanta 6 years ago was, and even at my age, was because of the opportunities here. There are real opportunities here. Atlanta is more than just strip clubs and restaurants. Let me repeat that. Atlanta is more than just strip clubs. Contrary to popular belief, everybody is not on strip clubs or restaurants. Some people, some entrepreneurs are here getting some money. And there is a hustle game here in Atlanta, especially for minorities. So if you feel stuck, and especially in small communities where you've hit a plateau or hit a ceiling on making your bank, come to Atlanta, especially in the areas of healthcare, tech, film, hospitality, personal services. Everybody want to be waited on and handled. So if you can handle your business here and really, like they say now, stand 10 toes down, you can come to Atlanta and really prosper. I've done the best here in the last 6 years than I've done in the Midwest in the last 20 years. In 6 years. So there's some opportunity here.
Tell me all that, who that? Whoa.
Why these hoes calling your phone?
Whatever.
Why they won't leave you alone?
Whatever.
Talking about she just your friend.
Whatever.
Why you won't pick up the phone?
Whatever.
What type of shit you be on?
Whatever.
You keep on doing me wrong.
Whatever.
What if I did that shit back?